Welcome everyone to Scholars Dental AFK course. I'm Dr. Ahmed Hafez, and in this video we're going to teach you how to navigate our online platform. Okay, so let's get started. When you go to scholarsdental.com, you want to go to the members page. So once you click on the members page, it's going to take you to the main area, and you're going to see this new bar here. You see that with a bunch of new pages that appear. Okay, now when you click on the members page, if you're not already a member, you see here how I have the login information. So if you're not already a member, it's going to ask you to become a member. So you have to provide your login username and password, and then you can start accessing this page. This page is free for everyone. So anyone can become a member and access the main page of the members area. Okay. Now, if you register for one of our courses, let's say you register for the AFK course, you'll be able to access these pages here. However, in order for us to be able to add you to the student list, you have to become a member first. So you have to become one of the free members so we could actually add you to the student list to access these. If you have not registered for one of our courses, you're only able to access the main page here, this page. You won't be able to access these ones, okay? So let's start with this free main page first and see what's in it. You'll see that there's some online videos like AFK orientation, ACJ orientation, some quizzes, just a bunch of online free content here. And also you'll see samples of the online videos. So this is how they would look like, and they're uploaded here on YouTube. You could click and see these samples. Okay, you could also see a sample of how the our online media player is, or our online video player. This is how it's going to look like inside once you become a student. And you have the ability to go to the alumni page, but this is mainly for our registered students. So let me just show you what's in here so that you are familiar with it. What can you do here? Mainly here, you can, if you register with Scholars Dental, you have some exclusive ability to register for certain things. So for example, here you could repeat the course for 40% off. So you go here and you go repeat course. For example, AFK full course again, you can see that you get 40% off. Or if you want to repeat the AFK mock, you could do that through here. That's only for our AFK students as well. And you could make your payments or installment payments manually here as well. And if you've already registered and you have an automatic payment set up, then you don't need to do that. Okay, so that's it for this part. Let's go back to the main. So just a reminder, this is the area where everyone could access for free, the main area here. Now, once you become one of our students and we add you to the student list and give you access to the other areas, as an AFK student, you will care mostly about these here and the forum. So you won't have anything to do with ACJ, okay? So let's see, this is the part where you really want to go, where all the videos are. So AFK online, let's go there. All right, so in the AFK online, you can see AFK online videos. Here is the video player. What you want to do is click on this plus button here, the triangle, and it will reveal the menu, okay? Great, and you can see the menu here is organized based on each book. So you have part 1, the blue book, then the green, then the red, and the basic science book. Okay, awesome. And then you have resources. So here you'll have just things extra things you might need. Okay, so the how to use video is basically this video that you're watching right now. If you click on it, it'll take you to YouTube and you could watch there this video, or you're watching it right now, right? Now you have also the AFK study guide. And we have created this guide mainly for our online students. The reason is the online students are usually scheduling themselves and are maybe they have issues with trying to figure out how to use the course. So this study guide is a step-by-step kind of process on how to watch the videos. And it will basically give you the same strategy we use in class, okay? But both in class and online could use it. So we're going to click on that over here and and go ahead and click on it, and you'll see that it'll give us a study guide. So we're going to go through this in a bit together, okay? All right, so let's go back here, and this is the epidemiology link, and then the basic science video. So you can see here some buttons are deactivated and some are activated. And the way the course works, let's say you are taking the basic science module, the basic science videos will be activated and you could watch them. You have a week to watch them. Then once we get to the pharmacology module, we will deactivate these basic science buttons and activate the pharmacology buttons. And that's why you have to move with the course to stay on track, okay? So that's about activated and deactivated. So let me show you how to use this. You're going to click on Basic Science 1, for example, and you can see kind of in the background it appeared. You want to close this menu. You go to this X button here. You click on it and it will close. Now you just click on the play button. And there you go. The video starts. I have it muted.
Okay, so I hope you guys studied epidemiology.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it muted. And you could forward, you could pause. Great features for online students, gives you flexibility, and for in-class students to rewatch the lectures again. Okay. Now, if the video is not working in your browser, we do have in our resources area this button here, videos not working. Click here and it'll take you to a YouTube video that shows you how to fix that problem. So there's some things you could change in the settings of the Chrome browser. That's what we recommend. If you change some of those settings, it'll get the video working. Here's some answers, and also you have the print or the answer sheet or the bubble sheet. So when you're doing mock exams, if you're doing them online, then you want to click on this and print this out so you could record your answers on this sheet. So you could write here mock 1, for example, the name of the student and your sheet and your answers. If you're doing the mock in class, we will print these out for you, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? And that's pretty much it for here, okay? Now, let's just go and move downward, and you'll see there is another player here, or another platform. And this is where the online mocks are. So let me show you how this works. You're going to click again on the plus button here, or the sign, and it's going to reveal the menu. And you're going to see, okay, well, is today the day we're going to do, these are going to be deactivated most of the time, and they'll be activated on the dates of the actual exam. So mock 1A, let's say today's for mock 1. You click on this, it's going to show you the mock in this window. All right, so how do you navigate this? Well, if I have my mouse in the middle and I scroll up and down, you see how it's scrolling up and down the actual website? It's because it thinks you want to move up and down the page. Okay, if I have my mouse in this black area, it's going to do the same thing. So for me to actually move within this window, I'll have to have my mouse in this gray area, you see? So you can actually click on this gray area, then move up and down. So now I'm navigating the actual page. Okay, so you're going to go through the mock, you're going to be timed, and you want to record your answers on the bubble sheet here that you could print out. Okay, if you don't want to, you could just write down your answers, like one answer is A, the answer to question 2 is B, whatever you want, right? But we have this for you if you feel like you want to use the bubble sheet. Okay, so that's the platform for this. You're going to spend most of your time here and on the forum, and we're going to have a separate video on how to use the forum. Now, before every lecture and before every module, basically, there is a quiz, and there's also a quiz after. Okay, so for students that are attending in class, before you come to class, we recommend you do the quiz, and that's where what the AFK quiz page is. And for students online, before you watch the video, also do the quiz. So let's say it's basic science time. The in-class students are going to go to the basic science pre-lecture quiz on Friday before they attend. And the in-class, the online students are going to do this before they watch the video. That could be a Monday, for example, or anytime they want before they watch the video. You're just going to put your email here and then start answering and submit all the way at the bottom. And then what you're going to get is your answer. your mark. It won't tell you what you did right or wrong. It's just to evaluate yourself. Then, once you're done with the lecture or you finish the videos, you do the post-lecture quiz, and then this one will give you what you've answered correctly and incorrectly. This tab here is for articles. So some important references we've used to get the answers and create some of our content. These are some ones that we found really important. Some of them are the RCDSO articles as well. So they're important, but you can just rely on the books. Just in case you want to read a little bit more, you could look at these. And here's where some of the mocks are. You might not need this anymore because we have it here now. So what we did is this section here is new. So all the mocks will be here. But this one is just a different style, but it's not all of them. It's just the first 3 halves. So it's mock 1 half. Like the total is 450 questions. You could click on it and take the mock, you see, and then it'll give you the explanations and answers as well once you submit. Again, you have to put your email here, for example, and a lot of people always call and ask, how do we scroll? Again, if you're scrolling here, you're going to go up and down the page. You want to scroll inside the window. So it's a window within a window. So you want to have your mouse inside this window to scroll down, you see. Believe it or not, people still have problems with this, which is, hopefully it's pretty obvious, I think. And that's it for here. And then you have the forum, and we're going to show you the instructions on how to use a forum in a separate video. Okay? So let's go now to our AFK online area, the video area, and just show you how you would use the study guide. Okay? So this study guide is not a schedule. Okay? I'm not making your schedule. You as a student have to make your own schedule because everybody has their own, abilities, free time. Some people are more busy than others, so I can't create your schedule. But this is a guide on how to watch the videos. And we mainly created this guide for the online students because most of the stuff in this guide, the in-class students, you will be doing automatically. And I'll show you why, okay? But you automatically go through this. But for our online students, we want them to do exactly what we do in class. So that's why we provided this guide, okay? So again, it's just a guide that you could maximize the benefits from all our features and tools on the website and to remind you on what to do and how to solve and when to solve the questions. However, it's not a complete schedule of your time. It doesn't mean if you do this, you're done. You might need to review. You have to read more stuff. This is just how to go through the videos so that you get the most benefit, okay? So, for example, week 1 goals. What's your goals in week 1? What do we recommend you do or you put as goals for yourself in week 1? And week 1 is module 1, which is basic science, right? So that's your week 1 goals. I'm just going to make sure things are working here. Okay. So that is your week 1 goals. And we have it here before the lecture. What are some instructions you want to do before the lecture? So that means before you attend in class or before you watch the videos. So the instructions is solve the online pre-lecture quiz. So what you're going to do is going to go, oh, okay. If I'm in class, I'm going to do this probably on Friday before I go to class on Saturday or maybe Saturday morning. If I'm online, you could do it anytime before you watch the video. So you're going to go to AFK quiz and do the pre-lecture quiz. Basic science, for example, and that's it. And you do the quiz. Now, here are the instructions when you're watching the video or when you're attending in class. So if you are in class, we are going to do all of this automatically, okay? This is what we're doing in class. This is the amount of questions we're going to solve, and this is the order of the questions we're solving, okay? If you're online, you most likely don't know that, so that's why we provide this guide. So if you're online, you're going to go through this, okay, first I have to study microbiology, then solve question 1 to 10. So you go to AFK online, and you could start with the first video. There you go, play. And you're going to start watching the microbiology section until, so you see here, there's a microbiology in the background. And then eventually you're going to finish the microbiology and you're going to get to the biology area. So once you get to you're going to pause and you're going to be like, okay, I'm done microbiology. What was the next thing? Solve questions 1 to 10. So you're going to go to your basic science questions booklet and solve questions 1 to 10. Once you solve them, you want to go to the forum and review the answers and see discussions about the questions. And if you have anything you want to post, you could do that as well, or search for any information about the question in the forum. I'm going to show you how to use that in a separate video. And that's it. And then you come back, you play it again, and you watch the biology. So once you're done biology, you're going to answer questions 11 to 14. And you can see it keeps going. And then, for example, here, you're going to study biochemistry in the endocrine system, but there's no questions that we want you to solve. So don't worry about it. We just move on to the next video. It says here, don't worry, you'll be solving these questions in step 9. Don't worry about it. Move on to the next video. Study anatomy. Also, no dedicated questions here. Just move on to the next video. Or not next video, sorry, but next section. Study the occlusion. Then solve questions from 85 to 114. Once you get to this point, this means you have completed what we are doing in class, okay? Now, everything after that is the same thing between our in-class and online. So for our online students, once you finish this stuff here, it means you've did what we have done in class, okay? So these are the after the lecture instructions, or after you're done with the videos, or after you're done with the lectures, the module basically. So, for students, that's after the Sunday, for example. And here you'll see it says solve the online post-lecture quiz. Okay, so if you go back to the quizzes, you'll find that on the quiz page. And we still have remaining questions for basic science. So for example, in the case of basic science, we have almost 240 questions left. So what we recommend, if you have time, is to do a self-mock. So what you're going to do is solve the remaining questions from 115. So we see where we left off, 114. So 115 to 235, and time yourself to do it in less than 3 hours. Then do another one from 236 to 356 in less than 3 hours. If you do not have the time to do that, then you could just go through them and get the answers on the forum. It's just a recommendation. Now, or suggestion. You don't have to do these in this order. So for example, you can do step 9 and then 10, then do the online post-lecture quiz. So you could mix it up here, okay? But I would recommend you do this, then you move on to these, okay? All right, so that's, for example, this module. Then if you go to the next module, we're going to deactivate the basic science videos. The forum is still open. The quizzes are still open. But the module 2 is pharmacology 1. And before the lecture, we want you to solve the online pre-lecture quiz. So I'm always reminding you about that. And also, in this case, review biology. So we're going to let you know when we recommend or suggest that you review a topic before a certain module. So if you review biology from basic science here, so it says from page 13 to 33, it will be very helpful for you in the pharmacology lecture. Now, once you've done that, you could attend and start watching the videos. If you're online, you go through all of this. And then once you're here, that means you've done what we've done in class. Then this is the after lecture. And that's what it keeps doing. So before the next module, review microbiology, do this, solve online pre-lecture quiz. In class, we're doing this stuff, solve post-lecture quiz, and then the remaining questions after you're done with the videos, or after you finish the module or attending the lecture. Again, you could reverse these two steps. You could do the remaining questions first, then do the post-lecture quiz if you have time. And it keeps going throughout the entire course this way. All right, so that is the guide. Again, here's an important note to remind you. I'm not saying this is all you need to do. I'm saying this is the best way to navigate and watch and use the course. This is the best way to use it. But you still want to put time aside to review on your own, to strengthen your weaknesses, to study. So it's not a minute-to-minute schedule on what you need to do for everyone, but it's a suggested way on how to watch the videos and how to use our website to maximize your benefits, okay? And that is it for the how to use our platform, okay? Now, if we have a video in the mock area, just to let you know, in order for you to play the video, you have to click on the side. So let's say we clicked on this. For you to play the video, you actually have to click in this area as well to play it. You won't be able to click here. Okay, so that is pretty much it. And in the mock area, you can zoom in and out if you really need to. Okay, but you don't really need that here. It's probably more for ACJ. Okay. And that is it. So you should watch the next video about how to use the forum, and you'll be done with the instructions.